Yo, what's up, jazz guitar friends? Larry Tamanini here. Jazz guitar under 5 minutes. Probably gonna go over today. You just caught me playing through one of my favorite tunes. Out of Nowhere, or Out of Nowhere if you're so inclined. The same guys that wrote this song wrote Body and Soul, Green and Hyman. I believe Johnny Green and Ed Hyman, or Heyman, Hey Man, Yo Man. It's all good. They wrote some great songs, and we're going to talk about some of the interesting similarities between Body and Soul and Out of Nowhere, but not right now. Let's get started on this tune. So check it out. I do this tune in the key of G. It's a 32 bar song. It's got an A section. It's got a B section. It's got another A section, and it's got a C. Right? There's a lot of similarities between the B and the C, as often are between these A, B, A, C type of tunes. So that being said, we're going to go about this, learning the chords, and we're going to take 4 bars and turn it into 8 bars, right? Because that's how you learn songs. You don't want to go chord by chord. That's crazy. Be here all night that way. So we want to think in bigger pieces. 4 bars are going to lead to 8 bars, and we're going to put all those 8 bars together for the whole song. You know, like one of those Transformers that was like a couple different pieces and you put it into one other big piece. Alright, let's get to this song. So, we have this G major, right? And we're going to hang out here for 2 bars. Now, the melody's really cool with those quarter note triplets. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. You know, you can kind of go... You know, you can use different chords and harmonize it if you wanted to. You know, how would that go? Something like that. There's a million things you can do. But again, let's talk about this song. We're going to play this G major chord, right? For 2 bars. And then what we have is, we have a 2-5 here with this B flat and this E flat. Now, is this a 2-5 of an A flat that doesn't happen? Is this a 2-5 going to A minor and D? Well, this is a 2-5 that's going a couple different places. But in this case, this B flat minor and E flat 7 is going to bring us right back to the G, right? So we have the next part of our A section. There's that G major again. But usually, instead of going from B flat, E flat, A, and D, we're actually going up to B minor to E. That's a pretty cool modulation. Why is it going this way? Well, it's because the next part of this tune is going to an A minor, the 2, right? So let's put that A section together again. I start in this G minor, major, whoops, bebop. I gotta play this G major, and then I'm gonna go up a minor 3rd to this B flat minor. That's another common theme in this song, is going up a minor 3rd. I go back to the G, right? And instead of going down to A to D, I'm going up B minor to E to take me to this B section of the song, right? Starting on the 2. Now, the tonal center shifts for a little bit here to the 2. And I have my 5 chord, right? And then I have my A minor again. So that's pretty cool, right? Now, the same people that wrote this song wrote Body and Soul. And what's interesting about this song, well, yes, Out of Nowhere's in G, Body and Soul is in D flat, right? Complete polar opposites. You know, since they're in such different keys, you would never draw any kind of similarities. But the A section in Body and Soul starts on with this E flat, you know, starting on the 2, right? Well, this song, the 2 happens on the bridge and goes to the 5 of the 2, back to the 2. A lot of these composers have written lots of songs, and they use a lot of the same harmonic devices. Once you get familiar with playing some of these songs in other keys, you can start to draw the similarities. It's pretty cool. So let's go back to this bridge or this B section, right? It starts on my 2 and it kind of shifts as the tonal center for a little bit. And it goes to the 5 of my 2 and I'm back here. Now I go up again to this B flat minor. Yes, I just did quote Naima because Philly, but it also works pretty well. Now, this B flat, in this case, now is going to take me back down to my 2-5, right? To the A minor and the D. And I get to go back to my G. Great part about this song is that the A section completely repeats itself, right? I have that G major going up to that B flat minor, to E flat that's going back to the 1 again. And just like before, I'm going up a half step to B minor to E7. Now the last part of my song, the last 8 bars, it does go to the 2 again. And like a lot of this song, there's quite a similarity. It goes to the 5 of my 2. But what happens here is after I go back to my 2 for this last time, for this last part of these first 4 bars of the C section, which we're calling it, there's another minor 3rd modulation from A minor up to C. Now that's cool because it's taking me down a half step from this B minor, E, A, D, and again whatever kind of turnaround you want to put in there. Turnaround du jour. That's a fun one, right? So let's talk about that last 8 bars again. I have this 2, 5 of my 2, and then there's that minor 3rd thing happening, and then I have a 3, 6, 2, 5. And that's the whole song, right? It's really cool how this song is set up. It's really interesting how you can get a lot of mileage out of not a lot of harmonic movement. And just how you can use minor 3rds in a very simple way to kind of get a whole tune out there. So Out of Nowhere, great song. Should be in every guitar player's arsenal. Really cool song to learn in G, and then you can kind of move it around. And it does sound really hip in other keys. Alright, if you like this video, feel free to hit that share button and subscribe. I put up new content every week. I hope you like this video. Keep swinging. Bebop!